Jim, crypto news and analysis here. It is August 13th. What is going on in the markets today? Are we so back? Well, we have been back for a while. Currently, Bitcoin, it is going much, much higher today. It went from 120K to around 123K. We hit the take profit on this mean reverting trade, LFG. But right now, it seems like it's tickling with the daily close actually break above the structure. So we did test 123K earlier, many days ago at July 14, a month ago exactly. And now it is currently retesting that resistance. However, it didn't close there, so it's not really exactly resistance. So what I will say is that price action wise, we are breaking out of the structure. So we're about to get the close on the daily in about 3 hours, which does suggest a move much higher. So what I'm thinking is that Bitcoin, if it does actually break out from here and this is not a false breakout, and this is a very strong breakout with a very full wick compared to the rest of the chart, this would go much, much higher to around 132K. That's what I'm personally saying. I have this system back tested personally where you get around 2R when you look at this type of trade, and momentum usually carries it much, much higher. And the reason why 132K is because this diagonal resistance, it just makes sense in 2R. So I think personally what I will do is that I will do a multi-day swing long here, opened to 132K, stop loss at around 119 or something, 119K. This is what I'm personally looking at for Bitcoin, and I'm going to take the chance. There is a chance that we do just break out from here and then resist lower, but I don't know. Usually with very high momentum led moves like this, Bitcoin likes to go higher, and our side there's some bullish divergence where we're actually lowered in here, which suggests that strength wise it has moved to move higher. So I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin here, extremely, extremely strong. And if we also look at the other coins, so Ethereum, very strong as well. It is pretty much almost at all-time highs right now. Yeah, I think it is at all-time highs right now. Maybe a little more, $100 more, but I expect it to honestly just, I don't think it's going to pull back from all-time highs. It's probably just going to go higher. But you know what's possible is that it could just do this a straight god candle at 6,300, assuming Bitcoin goes 132K. Because currently people might be thinking, if Bitcoin's going higher, isn't that bad for the altcoins? Well, not necessarily, because the Bitcoin dominance right now, it's still in a very bearish downtrend quite significantly. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin's not going to go up. It just means that altcoins are going to go up more than Bitcoin, because as long as Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin in terms of percentage points, then Bitcoin dominance will continue to lower, but Bitcoin can still go up, because this is a Bitcoin cycle as well. And I'm not really sure what is fueling this momentum, but yeah, I'm pretty biased for Bitcoin to actually go higher into the next coming days to 132K. There is a small chance that it just rejects from here, but the thesis is pretty strong where there's a strong break of structure above it. And we are testing the resistance, which you could say, but it is a very full wick, which usually suggests some insane fucking momentum for much higher. So that is my thesis on Bitcoin currently. The others chart, if we do break above here on the daily and close above here, we're probably going to have a little bit of an extra alt season where Bitcoin's going to go higher, but also the other altcoins. If you look at shit like Dogecoin looking pretty delicious here. Hyperliquid, yeah, pretty all-time highs. XRP, I don't know, it's looking okay as well. Some of the other tokens, and I'm looking at this one on FWOG, so this is a Sol beta, but I think assuming that Bitcoin goes much higher, and then we see shit like Solana, because I think Solana goes much higher as well. So I'm in a Solana long. We'll take profit at 206. I'm still in this, but I might reconsider, because there will be a break of structure at 206, and then it will probably follow this line all the way up here to like 250 for Solana, which would be an extremely, extremely good risk reward. So pretty much the market is extremely, extremely fucking bullish. Everything's going much higher. I don't think there is a I don't know. I'm trying to think of a bear case here, but the bear case, honestly, from my own perspective, is that Ethereum doesn't go as high as we expected, and it goes only to like 6K. So I'm basically saying that Ethereum is pretty much guaranteed to go higher. It's damn near 100% in my own opinion. There is a small chance, of course. There's never certainties in crypto, but I think it is really, really strong here. Liquidation heat map wise, there's nothing above it, honestly. So there's nothing really fueling this move as short squeeze. There could be some perps here that are pushing this higher, or spot longs. I'm not really sure. What I can say for sure, that I do want to talk about some tweets here. So ETH is 4,600 and no one cares. There's no euphoria, no mania, just nothing. No Uber drivers shilling their alts. No cousins asking for help with MetaMask. No one taking out a second mortgage at Apen. They'll show up near the top just in time for a sell. We are so early. I mean, kind of true. I don't know about the price target. 70K Ethereum is pretty fucking insane. But assuming we do get this, then yeah, like Ethereum is literally at all time highs. I don't hear this shit anywhere IRL. Like nobody's fucking talking about crypto. Like by now, I would hear something in the office, like some guy telling his coworker, "Hey, did you see Ethereum?" Like I didn't hear any of this, and we're literally at all time highs, and Bitcoin's literally at all time highs too on daily. So, I mean, in terms of retail sentiment, that is peak peak bullishness because nobody gives a fuck. Everything is up here, and price action wise, there's a break of structure for it to go higher. So I just think that 90, like if I were to assign a probability, there's like probably a 90% chance we go higher. It's just free money from the sky, in my own opinion. And if we look at Deck Screener, so I'll look at some altcoins. A lot of these are down a bit, but this useless token got listed on Coinbase, and there's a lot of volume here. I'm personally, I don't know, this could probably do something. I'm not really that acquainted with this token, so I'm kind of just watching from it. But a lot of the Solana memes, I want to say again. So I personally have a very small bag on FLog, but I think this one is pretty damn strong in terms of a Solana beta, assuming we get a full-blown E-season. Because all of these tokens, like the meme coins here, they're going to run extremely hard, like 2-3x's in a few days, when Solana is all the way up here at 250 most likely, and then the artist chart is consolidating up here, and then Bitcoin dominance is literally all the way down here, like 54% or some shit. All of these are gonna go much higher. The mini token looks really good, lock-in. So I would say that if you want to play these altcoins, so of course have some sound risk management, but these will most likely perform pretty well, assuming that we get this alt season even lower here. But the play now is still to have majority of the money in the majors like Ethereum, Solana. I think the other one right now is Link. That's getting a lot of, yeah, Link is extremely strong too. This chart is forming an inverse head and shoulders, and usually they like to go much higher. So Link also looks really good here, but a lot of the tokens here pretty fucking delicious in terms of ETH meme coins. Dog and Me's also, this token's honestly coiling up for a decent move in my own opinion. I think that these base meme coins will definitely catch a bid when people look into dog coins and they're gonna be like, oh my god, dog with the me, and then they're gonna love this shit. I mean, in terms of, yeah, I just think like meme coins have decent room to move higher. Keycat, for example, pretty damn strong here, breaking out of its ascending wedge. And yeah, I just think there's a lot of, like, we will see 4 to 5x's on the meme coins, like not 100x's, but 4 to 5x if you positions into them and want to play that with decent probability of making some decent money here, then I think it's pretty, it's not a bad choice is what I'm trying to say here if you want to catch some of these altcoin pumps. In terms of the meme coins on virtuals, meme coins, Kita is still grinding higher, a little underperforming compared to Ethereum, but it's to be expected where a lot of altcoins are being not bid. It's more of an Ethereum rally right now, and we're not going to see these pumping that much until Ethereum is all the way up here, like 6K-ish, and people are going to look for betas because now it's finally at resistance. It could go much higher to 9,000, 10,000. That would be fucking nuts. Basically, but yeah, ETH didn't just start ripping because it was magically timed and the fundamentals got better. Something over 2-year underperformance. Tom Lee, Cassie, and crew began the manic bid narrative, and they, especially Tom, a great salesman, simple as think many getting caught in the you should have held ETH this whole time, when reality is a narrative around ETH just had a 180 change because of bidding, not because of fundamentals, which one can argue price leads fundamentals into space. Importance of staying nimble in the narratives. I like this guy's take here, but Ethereum, you have to have your mind changing constantly as a trader because it's not going to be the same price action every time. So you look at stuff like these and he will say that, oh, you should have just held the ETH the whole time. That's nice hindsight bias, right? But there is a large ripping of it because of, not because of fundamentals, but the bidding, which gives narrative to the fundamentals, right? Because people are calling Ethereum the world computer again when it's pumping. They weren't calling it down here at 1,500, right? So price creates narrative, narrative creates price. And Zoomer, the Google Store bans all cryptocurrency wallets in jurisdictions such as the US and EU unless they obtain federal licenses to rage. So this is bearish news for crypto, of course, because there's less adoption. But what happened to crypto is that it fucking pumped off that news. That is bullish news failure. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm saying in this video. My bias here is that I think we go higher. Nothing else to say. All right. Check out the links below. I'll see you guys.